Holy Trinity Chapel at Lublin Castle ranks among the world's most precious heritage sites, the monument where the two great cultural traditions meet, the Latinate West and the Byzantine East. The Gothic chapel, referred to in the written sources as the Capella Regia, when raised in the 14th century, was adjacent to the eastern wall of the former castle. It's completed at the same time. In 1418, the chapel interior was decorated with Byzantine frescoes, executed by painters imported from the east, which are preserved in their original place until this day. The donor of the paintings was the great Duke of Lithuania and King of Poland, Władysław Jagiello. He was known for his bonds to tradition and the art of Eastern Christianity. Lublin Castle and the chapel witnessed numerous important historical events. The election of Władysław Jagiello as King of Poland took place there in 1386, and in 1569 the act of signing the union between Lithuania and Poland. The Swedish and Cossack wars in the 17th century brought ruin to the royal residence, and the chapel was one of the few buildings left of the former impressive complex. In the early 19th century, a prison building was erected on the site of the ruined castle. Simultaneously, the wall paintings of the chapel were covered over with plaster, and for a long time hidden from view. In 1899, after a chance discovery of the frescoes, their conservation was undertaken and completed finally nearly a century later in 1997. In accordance with the consistent scheme, the most important place in the chapel is the central part of the chancel vaulting. It depicts Christ surrounded by symbols of the evangelists. The dove, the symbol of the Holy Ghost, is placed above this image and complements the theme of the Holy Trinity, repeated on the chancel arch wall in the scene of Abraham's hospitality. At the feet of Christ in majesty, on the boss of the vaulting ribs, there is the coat of arms of Jagiello, a double cross. The Holy Trinity is accompanied by a host of angels, which take up most of the vault space in the chancel and the nave. The upper zone of the chapel walls display the crucial events from the lives of Christ and the Virgin Mary. The Annunciation starts the evangelical cycle. It continues on the south wall with the visitation of Saint Elizabeth and the Nativity. On the north wall, the program continues with the presentation of the Holy Mother. We pass to the Passion sequence depicted in the chancel, the Annunciation of the Passion, the washing of the feet, the Last Supper, the prayer in the garden, the betrayal of Judas, the trial of Jesus before Pilate, the mocking, the flagellation, the crucifixion, and the descent from the cross. Despite the differences in the style of execution, the paintings make up one whole, respecting the canon of Byzantine iconography and in perfect harmony with Gothic architecture, which is displayed in the church. The frescoes please the eye with their bright and vivid colors and rich ornamentation. They move with the elated beauty of the composition and remind the visitors of the King who endowed Lublin with this priceless monument. The Chapel of the Holy Trinity has been included in the European Heritage List, and rightly so.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that trailer from the Holy Trinity Chapel. We're out in front of the castle now. The Old Town is behind me, and I'm torn because of what to do. Old Town, there's a traditional Lubelski food over here market. A little bit hungry. Maybe some coffee. Let's go down there and see who we can talk to. Behind me, you can hear people singing. I believe they're some kind of religious songs on a Saturday, on a nice Saturday. Not too cold, not too warm, but just about right for walking around and enjoying oneself. Okay, maybe we'll go see what they're singing later. At any rate, let's go find Bogna. Come with me. Come on, come on. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I found Bogna. She was not in the market. I searched everywhere. It was a frantic search, but to no avail. And I saw her walking up, and we met in the Old Town again.
Yes, again.
Where
Thank
did
you
you go?
very
You had an
much. You
important call.
found me because I'm called and I need coffee.
We need some coffee. We
I need
didn't
some
find
coffee.
our coffee yet. But I thought on the way we would stop, because we're sitting now in the foundations
Yes,
of this church.
Of the church,
The
St.
original-
Michael Church,
Yeah.
St. Angel Market Church.
Right.
We are on the Fara Square.
Right.
and you see only the ruins.
Right.
The
This is all that's
church-
left of the first
The
building.
church exists until 50s.
Uh-huh.
Lublin was so poor that citizens couldn't hold this church. It was destroyed, dirty, and poor.
It was just falling down because they couldn't
and was
maintain
falling down.
Yeah.
When you come to visit Lublin, you see that in the old city there is no church.
No
it's
church.
rather sad. Yes, it's rather sad.
You have to go outside. Yeah.
And we have to go outside. But we have beautiful legend about this church.
Okay.
It was 1882 when Leszek Czarny from Krakow, coming to help Lublin, because to Lublin were coming army of Lithuanian, the Jadźwings. He came to this place, and when he was sleeping, he had a dream. He was sleeping under the very, very big oak.
Big tree, big oak tree.
Big oak,
Yeah.
oak tree.
Yeah.
And hello. And
I love it.
an angel told him, gave him the sword, and said, fight with
The
pagans. Pagans, with pagans.
What's the what is that?
Pagans.
Pagans, oh, the
I'm
pagans.
sorry, with pagans.
The pagans, not the
Not
pogans.
with pigeons, not
Oh,
with
the
pigeons.
The pigeons or the pogans.
Pagans.
The pagans. Okay.
Pagans, okay.
Fight those pagans. That's what I say. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he took the sword, and this was the day when Lublin started to exist.
That was the
pagan
founding
went
of
out,
Lublin,
yes,
under this big
yes,
oak tree.
Yes, yes.
And taking the sword against the
And-
pagans. Okay. I got
And
it.
in the 19th century, when the church was destroyed,
Yeah.
somebody found the roots of the old,
They found the roots of the oak tree.
old
So
tree,
the oak
yes.
tree was on this particular place.
yes.
Then they built the church on the oak tree
Yes, exactly.
to fight the pagans.
To find the pigeons.
There were pigeons.
Pigeons.
Look at this. You see that? See the tower? That's where we were before in the first episode, a couple episodes ago. We were standing up there, looking over here and talking about the foundation. And here we are right now. The foundation of Lublin, right here. Fighting pagans, not pigeons. Although pigeons are annoying too. Pagans are annoying, but pigeons are even more annoying, I find. I hope I'm not alone in that, dear viewers. Okay, stay tuned. We're going to go and find some coffee because it suddenly got a bit nippy. What do you think, sound man? He's shaking, the sound man. Tomic, he's shaking over there. All right, we'll get you some coffee. Okay, stay tuned for the next exciting episode from the old town of Lublin. We're just going to wander around, see if we can get lost here. It's not a big old town, but I can get lost anywhere. Okay, see you soon.